everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. This is episode 31. Last time we completed another round of side quests. Some very good ones with characters all across Dalmatia. We've got Lubor being outed as a bearer. We've got Theo saving the town by sacrificing himself, and his sister pledging to continue in his memory. Just some really good character-focused side quests for our beloved side character cast. Today, we're back on the main quest trail across the Narrow. So we're visiting the Infirmary to check on Joshua. Let's continue.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
Yeah. You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Yes, Prince Dion. Perhaps he feels the same. Are we cutting to him now? Yeah, at the Crystalline Dominion, where the medicine girl rushed to his aid. A nameless slum. Funeral for the lost.
What is this place?
Don't move. Here, it's fresh from the well. Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. and for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them.
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Very well spoken for a small child. I guess forced to grow up young because of her situation.
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
I wonder what Dion's going to do now. He's seeking atonement. I wonder what form that is going to take.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Joshua, you literally have the journal of Moss the Chronicler. Give it to Tomes. You know more than he
brother's
does.
body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
Tomes is like, I am desperate to have the journal of Moss the Chronicler, and then Joshua just casually mentions that he has a copy of it. I'm like, give that to Tomes, please. Make him a happy old man.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Alright, well, let's go. Apparently, I've got to speak with Vivian. We've got some more hunts available now. What's new? An S rank, the tricephalic terror. A caravan of traders traversing the Velcroy told me of a colossal beast they had encountered on their journey. To hear them tell it, it had the aspect of a dragon, a lion and a scorpion all at once. A chimera hunt. I contested that it might be naught but a mirage, a phantasm brought about by the desert heat, but the sweat which ran down their foreheads was cold, and the fear in their eyes real. Chimera in the desert, nice. An S rank like Svarog. Well, while Vivian is our next bet,
Covered in nicks and lumps.
I'm going to check with Tomes as well, just to see what Joshua's talking to him about. You don't have to say come back. Joshua's back. He's in the infirmary. He's out of the infirmary now. He's with Tomes. Someone tell Yoje she doesn't have to worry anymore. Okay, Joshua's not here. Never mind. We have to do our speech with Vivian for it to count. But we can read this new missive, though, at the very least.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Let's take a read, shall we? And tale makes 4. Clive, there's but one crystal left needs cracking, and but one man who can do it. See that you don't miss. Alright. Thanks, Otto, for writing me a whole letter just to say that. I really appreciate it.
Say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters!
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Don't talk during Vivian's cutscenes.
Barnabas Tharm, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible, and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see, Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well said. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's bloody speech time. Speech to everyone. A new quest is available nearby. Okay, we have a side quest in the Infirmary as well before we visit the shelves. Just as we're like, let's do the main quest, and then a side quest pops up. So Barnabas has been king for 40 years, or over 40 years. No sign of aging, and he's no sign of deterioration either, but I think it seems like he saves his iconic abilities, and he doesn't really like utilize them super often. I think we're seeing like quite a lot of them at the moment, but he's been content to be like just chilling out on his throne, and he's quite far removed from the main conflicts, and then has just been poking at us. But it makes me wonder how long he has been a slave of Ultima's. Has he been granted some sort of youthful appearance constantly? You know what I mean? So he came from outside of the twins as well when he was a boy. And it's like, it's a little bit frustrating that we don't know so much, but also it's makes sense with the lore. Like, none of us know what's going on because Waloed is shrouded in secrecy, but I just want to know more. Goddamn.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
Medicine chest, okay. Let's have a look. Do we have any other side quests out in the world? No. Displayed in Clive's chambers are a beautifully carved chest that opens to reveal countless compartments full of tonics and tinctures. Okay. And then the game goes, status effects in combat unlocked, and now you can use remedies and antidotes and echo screens and eye drops. And no? Okay. Oh, it's Yote.
Please, your grace, stay strong. Ah, my Lord Marquis. Your companions are kind indeed.
Everyone has been most welcoming. Lady Taya has been especially gracious. Though I know something of the medicinal arts, it is hardly enough to warrant the acclaim of one so skillful.
I must admit...
At first, I doubted that her praise was sincere. We Undying are trained in what few simple skills might serve us in the field, but there is certainly no praise for those who excel in such endeavors.
But I see now.
That this is your way. You encourage each other, that each might lend their strength to the cause, no matter how seemingly slight their contribution. That is very true.
It was the greatest honor of my life.
To be appointed protector to his grace. I have served him in that capacity since he first began his journey across Valisthea. The purpose of which was twofold. To further the Undying's knowledge of Ultima, and to further his grace's knowledge of you, my lord. After he learned of your survival, your brother insisted that we try to trace your movements. Thanks to the investigations of my fellow acolytes, we learned of your having taken the name of Sid.
But now...
Our journey together is at an end. His grace bids me remain here and protect those you and he hold dear.
So I bid you.
My lord, if I might be so bold, please look after him in my stead. When will my husband return from war, she says as she yearns out onto the hideaway's seabed for Joshua to return.
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled. Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might. It's your brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse, but... But his grace's case is severe. The drafts I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Tarja and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by, and our supplies are almost exhausted. Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
For Joshua? Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it? The stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood?
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
Oh, but, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Phoenix, heal thyself. Alright then. Time to go get an ingredient. Stonerwort near Rosaria's aqueducts. This seems like a pretty important side quest for us to do. So before we gather Joshua from the shelves, we'll gather the ingredients that he needs.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
Alright, got some stonerwort. There it is. Done.
Right. That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
Perfect. Without a hitch. Alright, let's return this stonerwort to Yote.
Yote, I brought back all the stonerwort I could find. Will this be enough?
One of the few varieties of flora capable of resisting high concentrations of ether, this herb is most often found in and around ether floods, where the fauna that would feast on its nutritious roots oft fall prey to their Akashic cousins if they don't turn themselves. Delivery complete.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mission complete. It's only a side quest, but it feels like a pretty important one. It's literally healing our brother. Making sure that he has what he needs.
You and your brother really are alike, my lord. Though selflessness is a virtue, I beg you, please take more care of yourselves.
We are alike because we are brothers, and we were raised well by our father, not our mother.
How do you split the sea?
Alright, time to go visit the shelves. And we'll let Joshua know his special ointment is ready.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is.
Hopefully Joshua has let Tomes know that he has the Journal of Moss the Chronicler. He just it wouldn't be fair to keep that from him.
No reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Let him keep the journal, you bastard. Keep it in the library where it belongs.
If it please your grace, might I one day borrow the chronicles for a short while?
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask.
He just says, no, it's mine. It's a collector's item. Nice. That's great. I'm glad that they addressed that. So, if the faiths are still standing, so might the ancient temples.
Mid said I can ride the Enterprise.
Waloed is the key to our answers about Ultima. Alright, ale hole time. Let's gather the team.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention. as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. I might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Don't worry, Joshua. Shiva's power will be with us. I've got it.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
All right, big fella. Yeah, Joshua's like, but we'll need Shiva. It's like, don't worry, mate. I've got diamond dust now. We'll be fine. Joshua and I will be going. And my dog. And Torgal. I love that he rests in and just hangs out in different areas in the hideaway sometimes. It's so cute. Alright, speaking with Otto before we leave.
I am certain we will find what we seek in Ash, and learn the truth of Ultima's origins.
How do you...
What do you want, mate?
The sea, you reckon?
Is something wrong?
Not at all.
He just wants to say goodbye.
Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
Goodbye, mate. Alright, that is how we proceed. Journey to the Shadow Coast. The land, long having fallen victim to the spreading blight, now even the most meager of scrub struggles to draw life from the aether-drained cliffs that loom above the barren coastline. So this is it. We're finally getting onto Ash, and it looks like, considering so much of it is blighted, it's almost a straight shot to the Kingdom of Waloed. This feels like this might be the end game. Going off on to the Shadow Coast. There's no side quests on the Storm here, and I have a hard time believing we'll be able to freely travel once we go through to this place, because that's why they're setting it up with like, we'll need the Enterprise to get out of here. So let's travel, and I guess we'll see what happens. There are still hunts to take out, but I believe we'll be able to take out hunts at a later date. Western Ash. The Shadow Coast.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
Yes, I did. She understood.
Oh, she understood.
understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
He didn't miss that punch.
Don't get it.
He didn't miss that punch, that's for sure. Locked right onto his cheek. God damn. Soon as Torgal, like, arced up there, I was like, ooh, Joshua's pissed. Kingdom of Walud. I can understand Joshua's frustration, but, you know, maybe he didn't have to sock me in the face.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Damn, okay. Make for stone here. We're on the Shadow Coast. Wolfdar. Skaithfar. Interesting names. Stone here, Wolfdar, Skaithfar. All the double R's. Oh yes, the Angry Gap. The Great Southern Gate, the Mother's Mines, Halfcombe, and the Edge of Infinity. Okay, sure. When you're, you know, mapping out your locations, like, what do we call this place? Yeah, we'll call this the Mother's Mines. We'll call this place Halfcombe. This one, though, the Edge of Infinity. Just casual location names. All right, can't wait for something to happen there. Gav goes off for a bit. Joshua's like, I'm going to take this first opportunity to talk to Clive about taking Jill's power, and then smack him in the face. What a dreary and depressing looking location, though.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
This looks very orcish in nature.
Oh, this place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
This is like really big as well, because this is our first look at civilization, or, you know, ruins, or just anything to do with Ash, because it's just been shrouded in mystery, and we've only heard about things, like heard about the orcs and heard about Barnabas and all of that. Like, I'm super excited to actually start seeing it for ourselves. Very, very clear that this is an orc settlement. God, the music is super unsettling. Ooh, and they're Akashic.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Akashic here.
Let's hope the villagers made it out in time. It's over!
I don't think villagers have lived here for some time.
What a sound.
Amber. I think Amber's new. I think we've received Amber before. Bright orange gem, its edges worn smooth by countless years of pounding in the surf. Lapidaries will pay a hefty sum for large specimens free of impurities, but it is the impure examples, namely in which the insects, lizards, and fairies are entombed, that commands the highest prices, most amongst scholars and the occasional mad alchemist. We've got Clutch Mine, which I don't think we've read either, I don't think. For centuries, these strange egg-shaped clusters of ore were ignored by Waloed's Pikmin, since Clutch Mine is brittle, dull, and of little use in its own right. But when it was later discovered the substance could be added to metals to increase their strength and hardness, it was mined to the point of exhaustion. I always find it weird when it only gets like one person.
All yours, Footfalls!
Gav was like, yep, I helped from over here. Small boss fight arena? Little hunt or a mini boss maybe? Wonder if we'll be able to go in here at some point. Oh. Never mind, we can go in, we can, yep, okay, shit. Fuck. Oh, Pandemonium S rank. Oh shit, hang on, I've just stumbled into a hunt, dude. Wait.
Oh look. It's the king of the castle.
If I'd have known this was going to actually be a boss fight, I would have prepped my iconic abilities a little better.
Nice try. I failed.
Oh my god, I just got death beamed. Holy shit. I can't use this. I guess you have to use this in battle upon KO to automatically restore your HP. It doesn't even allow you to use it once you're dead. Holy shit. Alright, so there's a hunt there. Rank S Pandemonium. Was that on the hunt board? I don't think it was, right? There was an S rank something, but I thought it was something else. Sheesh. Okay. Well, I reckon we can deal with that. I just need to change my abilities up. All right, we'll take that off. Take that off. So we're gonna have Raging Fists and Gouge. So that's gonna be my blocking and stagger meter 1. That's so funny. All right. I'm gonna have Flames of Rebirth. I'm gonna have Diamond Dust on this one, and then actually, never mind. Yeah, we'll keep Heatwave, and then I'll make this my Diamond Dust and Mesmerize for staggering. Actually, let's have a look at my abilities, because I've got more ability points now. I might do Rhyme, because that might be useful during the stagger. I could always try and master some other abilities that I could use, but it's going to cost a lot to master Giga Flare. Give me 3,000 back for that. Deadly Embrace, Phoenix Shift, and Block. Yes. That's only 375. Might get rid of Phoenix Shift, and we're gonna have, we might do Bahamut for the Mega Flare. I can try and dodge his attacks when we get Mega Flare up, and I can keep these because I've mastered them. As much as I think Satellite is a cool ability, but I'm probably just not going to use these. Impulse could be fun. Let's take Heatwave off, and just reset it for a sec. Refunding abilities. Just to use the ones that you want to use. So, Mega Flare to 4. We've got Giga Flare now, which we can use during the stagger. I won't have enough to level it up. Okay. And then on this one, we've got Diamond Dust. And I'll also do... I guess I'll just do Wicked Wheel. What else do I want? Instead of Wicked Wheel, maybe I'll get Impulse after all. We'll do Impulse and Giga Flare. This one, Diamond Dust, Flames of Rebirth. There we go. Mix things up a bit. So we've got Bahamut for some Mega Flare. We've got the blocking with Raging Fist and Gouge. We've got Deadly Embrace, Diamond Dust, and Flames of Rebirth. Impulse. Raging Fist damage by 10. I might take this off. I'll have... Might go for a cooldown instead. If I sort this, yeah, if I sort this, this will be much easier. Okay. I don't really have much for Shiva yet. This is only in normal encounters. I don't know if that counts for hunts. So I might take that off. I'll put the Berserker Ring on. With each precision dodge, temporarily increase attack proficiency. And then... let's do Flames of Rebirth cooldown time. Alright, there we go. That seems like a good preparation for this one. Let's go and take on this hunt. Alright, let's try this again.
There's no turning back.
We'll start with this, shall we? Oh, never mind. I pressed the dodge button like at the worst time. There we go. There we go. Oh, almost. I almost got like so many dodges in a row. Yeah, there we go. Jesus.
That's better. My strength is yours. All yours, Torgal.
Damn.
Better already. Torgal, kill!
You can block that.
Torgal, kill!
3 of them now.
Too slow.
Oh, wait! He did it! No! He does warp Kamehameha! What the fuck? No way!
Too slow.
Dude, the warp Kamehameha. He's got his own unique cinematic dodges. Like, what the fuck?
Too slow.
Now you're for it.
Notorious Mark slain. Goddamn. I just got 15,000 experience from that one too. What a fight, dude. Goddamn. I like it when you get... Oh, that's the way they get the stained loincloth. I like it when there's the boss that makes you completely rearrange your whole icon abilities. Be like, how can I directly fuck this guy up? Modesty is not a trait that comes to mind when one thinks of an orc, so it is a mystery why they bother to wear a loincloth at all when the thin strips of cloth only afford nominal protection and leave naught to the imagination. There are some scholars, however, who argue that there are vestiges from when the creatures were more civilized and serve as proof of a devolution of the species.
Your reign is at an end.
Bomp. We got him. We got the king of the castle. I thought this would have been a hunt or a fight for later, because I'm like, I wonder if we can go in here, because like the door looks like really pristine, so I was like, went to go investigate it. Regal arm guards, nice. God damn it, why can't things just be upgrades like significantly? Like, what the fuck? It's like you do this fight and you still got crafted green armor that's like not even, you know, there isn't a major difference between this. One amongst the old kingdoms that now make up the Republic of Dalmatia took the mural crown or as its emblem. Though romantics choose to believe the symbol reflects a lost golden age of wealth and prosperity, historical scholars are of a different opinion, that it is naught but the representation of a stony desert citadel of strength in collective struggle against the unforgiving elements. Still rocking my green gear for the time being. Woo, that was a good fight. I'll probably just keep this arrangement on for now, I suppose. We'll go back to having Bahamut on again. And we'll try and master Heatwave again. I guess we'll try and master it so then I can put it on something else. I like Phoenix Shift, but if we can put them on something like Mega Flare, that'd be much better. That's a decent setup. Eager Flare is great for those staggered big boss monsters with a lot of body to smack with a laser blast. So we're coming up against level 45 enemies and being able to take them out, but Svarog I think is level 50.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the Royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
The Royalists are dead, mate. It's all Akashic and Orcs now. I wonder if there's even a civilization in the Kingdom of Waloed. There has to be. Or are they all just, Sleipnirs? Barnabas and his fucking Ultima that transforms into his mother for comfort and his army of created Sleipnirs.
Aye.
Orc army, dude. Orc and Akashic army together.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
Aye, you never know. It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Joshua's been doing his own thing
Clive,
for so long.
You must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
That's weird timing for me to mention, but I was just like, Joshua's used to doing his own thing for so long.
Sure about this.
That he's struggling.
About leaving my brother on his own. Of course. Mostly.
Well, he's been with Yote, so not necessarily doing his own thing solo, but I was just about to say that I think he's struggling to be, like, kind of, I guess...
Lady Vivian's map is so old, it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Eastla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
Eastla. I was gonna say, I think he's struggling with having someone else giving out orders and deciding what's gonna happen, because he's like, you can't do this on your own, and whenever Clive is saying what's happening, he's always like, but that was the thing with Jill at the hideaway, and then right now he's like, we press on to Stone here, and you can tell that he was sitting with it, and that's why he's like, I've got to go. So it's just really funny timing that I can tell that he's struggling, and then he's like, I gotta go do my own thing. I need my alone time. I'm gonna go be an archaeologist. But yeah, Waloed is just fucking a mess. Barnabas does not know how to clean up his house. He's too busy playing make-believe with Ultima. The Angry Gap. Right now he's in his throne room, or in his bedroom with a throne in it. And Ultima's like, who would you like me to transform into today? Meanwhile, we're in the Angry Gap. Oh god, it is a gap indeed. Look at that. It's always interesting to see how a map is positioned. Look at this little guy over here. Let's go check out that little spot. So we have these giant enemy crabs. This is literally an Elden Ring.
Ugh, this place reeks like a moble's arsehole.
This is an Elden Ring area for sure.
It's not the smell that'll kill us.
Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3 for sure.
Stay down. There's more!
Maybe I should change the gear. I don't know how much this Berserker ring helped out, I guess, because there wasn't many opportunities for precision dodges. Oh! Actually, hang on. I think it's the Berserker ring that's giving us those cinematic dodges, right? For some reason, I thought that that fight had its own, like, cinematic, like, dodges on display, but I think we actually have seen the Berserker ring do its thing. Because I think when we do a dodge, it does a cinematic dodge, and then we get a like a limit break style visual effect when we were attacking. Actually, hold on, let's try and see if we can, if that's true for these. Anytime. Okay. As soon as you attack, someone else attacks me instead. Alright. Yeah, it is. That's the Berserker ring. Okay, that's cool.
Too slow.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's awesome. I've been sleeping on this ring, dude. Oh my god. I've been sleeping on this ring.
Too slow.
Dude, that's awesome.
Let there be light! Too slow. Let's try.
Okay. Confirmed. I think that's the most hilarious point for us to use the Berserker Ring and then go, oh my god, this fight has its like own unique dodges because of his attacks. But then it makes so much more sense that it's the Berserker Ring, so it makes it very obvious that it's working. That's awesome. Okay. We now have an understanding of that. I've been sleeping on that Berserker Ring. We've had that for ages. We've had that for so long, and I was just like, yeah, I think we'll be fine. But the fact that it like gives you a cool dodge effect, and it has like a you're on your like little limit break almost.
I needed that.
Limit break light, you know? That's cool. It's one of these, except it's like active. A Chronolith. Oh, and Muzzamune. I got a new weapon? Okay. Oh, okay, that's fine. Dude, my Setharoth blade. The warriors of those islands situated off the far eastern coast of the southern continent are a curious lot, choosing a cloistered existence upon their lonely archipelago, seemingly content with the constant squabbling over lands within their own demesnes? I don't know what that is. As opposed to setting out to claim territory anew. This is fortunate for the rest of the world, as the warriors are peerless when it comes to swordplay. Yeah, dude, that's such a cool blade. Just so simple. I wish that we could have, it makes me wish that we could have like transmog, where you could have like the stats of one weapon, but the look of another. The Hand of Rhea. This is actually active. We've come across one of these before in just above Northreach, but it was inactive at the time. I wonder if they're active now.
This one's awake.
Yeah. Chronoliths are similar to a Reedstone in that within them is hidden a virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each Chronolith presents Clive with a timed trial in which he must combat continuous waves of deadly enemies, equipped only with the feat and abilities of a single icon. Wow, okay. So you're locked into a specific icon, and then off you go to have fun.
Let's see what's inside.
All right. Within this ancient menhir awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes, wielding the blessing of but a single icon, Shiva. Does it choose our abilities? I guess our abilities are set as well. Like, do we have Diamond Dust? What do we have? Yeah, okay. Oh, there you go. Trial by element. This is cool. To complete the trial, Clive must defeat all enemies before time runs out using only the predetermined feat and abilities of a single icon. Time can be extended by performing certain battle techniques specified before the start of each trial. Oh. So we have Rhyme and Mesmerize, and they're automatically upgraded. This is really interesting. I like this. So you automatically have Cold Snap mastered and 2 upgraded abilities. I'll have to go check the other ones then. I wonder if there's one for each icon. Slay an enemy frozen with Cold Snap, you get 8 seconds. Hit 3 enemies with a single rhyme, 12 seconds. Deliver a downward attack. Okay, so as long as you're just doing shit, you can get time. 2 enemies with a single mesmerize. Precision dodge. And then 10 magic bursts. Battle technique bonus for the first time. 3 unique battle technique bonuses. All 8 battle technique bonuses. Okay. I'm not going to be able to focus on it during the battle, but I mean, hopefully we'll see what we can do. I'll try. Okay, you can see the trial menu. So I can at least see the menu. Oh God.
Too slow. Nice try.
Why is rhyme over there? Stoneger. Ow.
Nice try.
Nice. Stage 1 complete. Bonus total stage. 123 seconds. So I did all of these, but I couldn't get slain enemy frozen with cold snap. And then I couldn't get evade an enemy with cold snap inflicting permathrust. So I haven't figured out cold snap yet. This is cool, okay. This little portal. Proceed to the next stage. Okay. I now have Ice Age and Mesmerize. And then it has a bunch of these. Okay. Unleash a river of icicles that greatly knocks back enemy enemies it strikes and hold it to increase potency. What's cool about this is that it gives us a lot of opportunities to experiment with abilities that we haven't really used.
finished. Nice try. Farewell.
Oh, that was the final fight. I would have used my limit break if I knew that was the final one. For some reason, I thought there would be another after that. So we managed to get a snap shatter. That was nice, but we didn't get evading, inflicting permathrust. Proceed to the next stage. The Hand of Rhea. Did we get Diamond Dust? We got Ice Age and Diamond Dust. Nice. Okay. It's like the Jedi Survivor trials as well, which is really interesting. It's a good way to start.
Nice try.
Okay. I have no way to heal as well, so I'm just getting fucked up.
Come on. finished. I failed.
Oh, I didn't think I would manage to get that fucking far. That's funny. It was like literally gets to that point. I'm like, I got 123 health left. I don't get to heal. I don't think you can. Yeah, there's no items, so I can't even. That's fucking funny though. I can change my. I didn't have the right thing on because I'm doing Shiva, but that's funny. All right, we'll leave. We'll leave. So fucking Bighorn and one of Ultima's thralls at the end there. That's a fun challenge for later if you'd like to master your abilities. I'm glad we were curious enough to check that one out. Let's find this village, shall we? Very fun though, because forcing you to like utilize other abilities that you haven't used much. I really like that. And unique enemy pairings as well. And it's always interesting to see how much harder Final Fantasy gets when items aren't involved. Like hard mode in Final Fantasy VII Remake is a little bit similar in that the challenge is instantly there once you're restricted from being able to heal so easily. They've just got flans as normal enemies in Waloed. I really like that. They're not just like a rare thing. These crabs are persistent. Alright, here we go.
Bahamut's breath. Don't look down, Torgal.
This is the Angry Gap. We're in Blighttown now.
That must be Aistla.
Gav's got maps back when Waloed used to be an actual civilization, I suppose.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter!
Nice try. Too slow.
Like this?
A question for later, Gav.
Here they come! And come, and come, and come. I don't want to die here, Clive. Then don't!
I needed that. Nice try.
It's over.
We've woken up the big boy from his slumber.
It isn't over yet. Of course it bloody isn't. All your fault.
God, I love playing as with the Titanic block and the Raging Fists. Like the satisfaction of like the precision blocks with the Raging Fists, with the Deadly Embrace, with the Gouge, and like now I've got the Berserker Ring cinematic precision dodge combo. It just, I look so fancy. Fancy fighting.
Gav.
Oh,
Gav!
What is it now?
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck.
What are you doing in my lands?
Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
Oh shit!
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
First he split the sea, now he's gonna split the sky. What the fuck? This is one hell of a boss arena he's creating. He can't allow us to see Ultima in our present state because we don't have Odin's iconic abilities yet. We're not the perfect vessel for him. We need one more.
What did you do?
God, he looks so fucking cool.
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened?
No, birds, don't go and touch the barrier. No! Oh, no.
Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
Apparently I can just ask.
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him, then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
All right.
Hopefully Joshua finds something.
Maybe there's something here we can use.
He just put an entire fucking barrier around stone here. Oh my dear lord. That is just mind-blowing. He just like shows up and he's just like, sup. You're not yet ready to see him. Because we need to have an Odin fight. We need to have Odin's iconic abilities. God damn. Also, something I'll mention. I've been doing this while editing my Final Fantasy XVI videos constantly. And I try to do it while recording sometimes, is Final Fantasy XVI's audio balancing is all over the place. The game has it like hardwired into the game to turn the volume up like 2 to 3 times louder during combat. So I'm like screaming into my microphone. So I have to like manually turn down my volume in OBS and do a bunch of stuff. Sometimes I forget and I have to like manually tone it down. So the audio balancing is a little all over the place and I'm constantly fighting the volume, especially in battles. So if you haven't noticed it, that's probably a good thing. If you have, that's the explanation why. But yeah, the volume is all over the place, especially when you use your iconic abilities. Like, holy shit. Flames of Rebirth and Aerial Blast and all of that. Like, I put my video in my editing software and I just can see like the audio levels of it being like so much in the red.
There's no one home, Clive.
And let's find somewhere to sit down and look at the map.
Indomitable orchestrion roll. Just, I was hoping it was going to be either Odin or just randomly Ultima floating there. And yeah, it's just like, that makes sense for what they're fucking surprised by. They're like, what is it? They're like, oh, fuck. That was a great, like, fight sequence paired with that reveal. He looks great. He looks like very similar to the Final Fantasy XII judges, but obviously with a lot more detailing. Once upon a time, this used to be a tavern where someone like Martha would work. Damn, this food is in great condition for being long since abandoned. What was it called? The Mortal and Mason. Travels in Valisthea. Ooh, we've got like lore to read in here. No matter the season, Twinside streets bustle from dawn to dusk with visitors from across the realm. Its inns and boarding houses overflow with merchants, seafarers, travellers, and tradespeople of all stripes. And where such sorts gather and ale is in no short supply. Rumour and hearsay are soon doled out with equal abandon. 'Twas from a ruddy-faced midshipman that I first heard tell of the Shimmering Isle that was said to emerge occasionally from the mists along a certain well-sailed shipping route. No man had ever seen it more than once, giving rise to rumours that it was no more than an apparition, and an ill-omened one at that. They say them as it sees twice, never makes it home to tell this tale, growled the midshipman, his eyes fair glistening with morbid relish. The Shimmering Isle that emerges occasionally from the mists. Cool. Mirage Island from Pokemon. The Mirage Island from Gen 3 made its way into Final Fantasy lore. Shimmering Isle. That's cool. See, even more like lore in the world of like there's fucking islands that appear sometimes and sometimes they don't. That's a cool piece of useful lore to find. No birds, don't fly off in that direction. We're killing the bird population of Waloed. As soon as you saw the birds flying, you're like, they're gonna get zapped. You just know that's like the example that they're gonna show. Well, if we can find things to read around here, we should try and take a look around into the named locations, of which there's only that one. So the Mother's Mind's the Great Southern Cape. How come in the Edge of Infinity's over that way?
You don't want us to go this way, then? So where do you want us to go?
No, I can't touch it. What a spectacle. Odin's such a show-off of his power. Oh, okay, so look at that. That is the Edge of Infinity. Whatever that fucking thing is. They have not disappointed with, like, Odin's display of power either. I just love how he's in a whole other league and he constantly shows us that
Ash is a big place, Clive.
And he's not just
don't
like
want to be blindly wandering its blighted fields if I don't have to.
He's not just like there for us to fight, defeat, and then have a good jolly icon ability absorption. And the same is said to Hugo Kupka as well. I like how there's a lot of the dominance and the big boss fights that are really like built up, and then as soon as you get in them, it's just, it blows your mind like in such a significant way.
I thought we got them all.
So did I.
It makes me wish that there could be like, maybe as like a fun DLC thing, or even in one of those like chronoliths that you find, they could present you with icon fights of like your allies. Like you could actually do a fight against Shiva and a fight against Ramu, and because we fought Ifrit, right? We fought ourselves, which was a really cool way to do it. But imagine having like the ones that are missing, so we could fight Phoenix. We could, which we kind of did the opposite side of fighting Phoenix. We fought Ifrit as Phoenix. I'd love to fight Shiva and Ramu as well. That would be like a really cool thing to have. What?
Please. Please. Please, no.
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
Ah. We've got a pregnant mom all the way out here. What the hell?
My thanks, kind travelers.
Edda, forgive me for asking, but what went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
Ultima Primogenesis.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to Reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith, my husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any other explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
Oh, right.
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out.
This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
At the edge of infinity.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should be...
There it is. Oh,
it's complete.
Quick, pull out your camera, take a photo.
Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here.
Leviathan! The Lost.
Where's the Phoenix?
Merged with Ifrit, Joshua, don't you see? Ifrit risen. The wings. When two become one. Mm-hmm.
By the Founder.
Oh, it's so cool to see a little bit of that journal. Jesus.
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
There can only be one dominant of fire, so you must fuse. Oh my god. Leviathan the Lost.
So that's how it's gonna be then.
I'm not asking, Gav. I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
Aye.
Just don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
Dude, that's huge. That is huge. Leviathan the Lost, dude. I'll just quickly pop this up while we're here. See what comes up. Edda is a young woman with child who made her home in the Waluda village of Aistla and is now the only surviving member. Damn, okay, so people actually were making for... They've migrated to try and survive. Leviathan the Lost. Because we were thinking of, I think way back at the beginning of this game, it's been so long ago now, I was thinking about the other sort of icons that we could see. And I think I name dropped Leviathan. I was trying to think of all the other ones as well, because there's, over the years, there's been a bunch of different ones. But Leviathan the Lost. I'm trying to think of like, well, that would mean that there would be, is there a, no, that would mean there would have been, I'm just trying to think about this, because there's more dominance than there are mother crystals, and there's more icons than there are mother crystals, unless there were previous mother crystals elsewhere as well. And that's why they are lost. Leviathan the Lost. Aistla is a settlement situated in mining country in the center of Walud. The miners made homes among the excavations and lived there with their families. However, with the advent of the Arca, its residents disappeared, and now the village is all but deserted. So the Arca is the dark, ill-omened skies unleashed when Ultima brought about primogenesis. The word Arca is only used on Ash, where the coming of the cursed skies has long been foretold as a harbinger of the end of all things. Damn. King of Walud and dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness, Barnabas is also a feared warrior in his own right. After journeying to Valisthea from the outer continent as a young man, he led his people in overthrowing the ancient kingdom of Veldemark that once ruled Northern Ash and established his new kingdom of Walud upon its ruins. Okay. Make for Reverie. So Reverie is the tower by the edge of infinity. So that's where we'll be heading. And we will be doing that next time. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Final Fantasy XVI. Let's take a look on the map. We actually can still fast travel back here, which is really interesting. I was gonna think maybe the game might have actually locked us on to Ash, considering the fact that we need to travel via the Enterprise, but we still can travel back to Storm, so that's cool. We're already well on our way through to the Kingdom of Waloed, but we will be pursuing more next time. So thank you so much for joining me. This has been an incredible episode with some great reveals and set pieces. I hope Joshua will be okay. Hopefully he packed some of his medicine before we left. And we'll have to see what's around the corner as we make for Reverie. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.